you when you're hungry. So why not try a Snickers? Nah. How about try a cookie filled with Snickers? And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I'm going to do it. Coming up next. Hi, I'm Diette, and welcome to Turtles Tasty Treats, where we make baking from scratch easy. Today, I'm really excited to share with you my Snickers Cookies Recipe. With a little time, a few ingredients, and tons of Snickers, you too will be able to make this tasty treat. The ingredients that you will need are 1 cup of unsalted butter, 3/4 cups of granulated sugar, 3/4 cups of light brown sugar, 1 egg and 1 egg yolk, 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of caramel extract, 2½ cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 3 cups of Snickers roughly chopped. And to top my cookies, melted milk chocolate. To mix up my ingredients, I'll be using my KitchenAid stand mixer fixed with my paddle attachment, a large bowl, a whisk, and a spatula. And now I'm going to set my oven to 375 degrees. We're going to start by adding our butter to our bowl. Next, we're going to add our granulated sugar to our butter, and we're going to cream the two together. Let's mix it up. Now we're going to add our brown sugar to our butter and sugar. Let's mix it up. Now I'm going to take my spatula and I'm going to go ahead and scrape down the sides of my bowl. Now I'm doing this to make sure that all of my butter and 2 sugars are well incorporated together. I'm also going to make sure that I get the bottom of the bowl, as well as making sure that I push through some of the butter and sugar that's on my paddle. Let's mix it up. Now I'm ready to add the eggs to my cookie dough. Now I like to crack my egg into a separate bowl. That way, if a shell falls in or the egg is bad, it falls into a separate bowl and will not mess up your cookie dough. So, taking 1 egg, cracking it into the bowl, and we're going to take this 1 egg and we're going to add it to our cookie dough. And we're going to mix this 1 egg up until it's fully incorporated into our cookie dough. Let's mix it up. Now I'm ready to add my egg yolk into my cookie dough batter. So what I'm going to do is crack open my egg, and I'm going to move my egg back and forth, allowing the egg yolk to fall out into a separate bowl. Now I'm going to take my egg yolk, place it into a separate bowl, and now add that to my cookie dough mix. And I'm going to mix it up. Next, I'm going to add my peanut butter to my cookie dough mix. And let's mix it up. Now I'm going to add my vanilla to my cookie dough mix. And now I'm going to mix it up. Next, I'm going to add my caramel extract to my cookie dough mix. Let's mix it up. Now taking my spatula, I'm going to go ahead and scrape down the sides of my bowl again. Now I'm ready to add my baking soda and my kosher salt to my flour mix. Now I'm going to take my whisk and I'm going to mix it up. a little bit of the flour to my cookie dough, a little at a time. And I'm going to mix it up. I'm ready to add a little more. And mix it up. And now for the rest of my flour, I'm going to go ahead and add it in. And then I'm going to mix it up. Now I'm ready to scrape down the sides of my mixing bowl one final time. And mix it up. Now we're going to scrape down all of the cookie dough off of our paddle. Now we're ready to fold in our pieces of Snickers candy. Taking my ice cream scoop, I'm going to go ahead and scoop out my cookie dough. And I'm going to place it onto my parchment lined baking sheet, about 2 inches apart. Now that all of my cookie balls are on my baking tray, I'm going to take my thumb and place it on the top of each cookie ball. This way, when my cookies rise in the oven, they still will be flat. Now, in order for our cookies not to spread in the oven and for our flavors to really fully incorporate, I'm going to take my baking tray and I'm going to place it in the refrigerator to chill for 30 minutes. Now that our cookies have chilled in the refrigerator, we're ready to bake them off for 9 minutes. Are done baking in the oven, we're going to let them cool on the baking tray for 5 minutes. Now that our cookies have cooled on the baking tray, I'm ready to move them to the cooling rack where they will completely cool down. Now that my cookies have completely cooled, I'm going to take my milk chocolate and I'm going to take a whisk and I'm going to go ahead and put chocolate on top of my cookies. And now we're ready to taste our tasty treat. But because I'm allergic to nuts, my son Smiley is going to do the tasting.
That's it.
Well, that's it. Well, if you like this video and want to see many more, then definitely subscribe. I'll see you in the next one and subscribe for more.